Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. So we have seen the different ways of writing the CSS styles in the React components we have seen. Now we will try to see the last important method, that is styling the React components using CSS modules. So what is this CSS module? A CSS module is a CSS file in which all the class names and the animation names are scoped locally by default. So that is the main thing. So take note of these words which I am trying to tell you, scoped locally. So let's break down this one a little bit. CSS class names and the animations name are scoped globally by default. So normally by default CSS class names and these all the animations and everything are scoped globally. So this can lead to the conflict, especially in the large style sheets, because one style can override the another. So to overcome this type of problem, CSS module solves this one. CSS classes are available within the component where they are used actually. Now the thing, another one which I want to tell you is CSS module. How now you may be asking me that CSS module, how the CSS module actually works. CSS module basically, what can I say is, it's a CSS file that is compiled. When it is compiled, it produces two types of outputs. One is CSS, a modified version of the input with the renamed classes names. The other is a JavaScript object that maps the original CSS name with the renamed. I will try to show you a simple CSS class for a module for a simple error message. Now for example, let's say that we are having a CSS file. Let's say I am creating a main.module.css. So we need to give it as a module. This is our CSS. Now whenever you write an error hyphen message, okay, so this is the CSS which we will be trying to write it, color red, and I will give you this is the message I want to show. Now when this one is compiled, it with the compiled CSS will be produced in such a way that error hyphen message hyphen jhys or something like this you will be having, and the same color red will be compiled. So this is the compiled code. Okay, here I am trying to write, this is the compiled code. Okay, this is our compiled code. Now how these all the things will be added. The added jhys is just a sample key which I am trying to write it. I have added it myself. That is used to uniquely identify this class. As said earlier, it produces JavaScript object. Now the JavaScript object will be matched in such a way that here the error message will be matched to the error hyphen message hyphen jhys, like this it will be mapped. So here the JavaScript object will be created in which it will be mapped like this. So let's try to see the example. For example, in our code we are having these all the things, right? So let's try to take this container, okay, and here I will be writing dot container, and in this container we will be writing the padding. Let's copy these all the things, display flex and flex direction column, okay, and I can have it like this directly. And the another one which I will be having is the header. Okay, let's try to take it, and here I will be having dot header, and in this one I will be copying this all the things, and we can remove this all the code which is not necessary. And here if you try to see, I can keep it as 10 pixel comma 20 pixel. That's it. Now header is also done, and another one is the label container. Okay, let's try to take this label container, and I will paste this label container here, and this is a class. Okay, and I will copy this entire thing, and here also I will do like this, and here let's remove this one. Now fine, label container is also done, and the another one is the label. Let's try to copy this entire thing, and I am copying this all the entire normal CSS. This is normally CSS which I am trying to write it, and here you can remove this all the code, and here also you can remove and you can close it. And this one should be 10 pixel comma 20 pixel, 10 pixel comma 20 pixel. Now styles.js, if I go form container, you are having this form container. Okay, let's try to do this one, dot form container, and here also I will remove this entire thing, and here I can write it like this. This is it. So now this is our simple CSS which we are trying to write it. Now here what I want to do is, so here what I want to do is, let's see the output for this one. So here let's go to this add to do.jsx, and here we can remove this one, okay, and here we need to import the main module. So here import styles from main.module.css. so this is the file which we need to import, and here there is no need to use this one. Div class is equal to, here we need to use in such a way that styles.container, okay, styles.container, you can use it directly like this. And if you try to see here, this is the container we are having it, right, and this is the container I am doing. And this header also you can remove it. Class is equal to styles.header, okay, styles.header, and this one we need to convert it into h2. And this is our label container. Div class name is equal to, here also we need to rename it to class name. It's not a class. In React we need to have class name because it will be overriding, the conflict will come with the JavaScript class reserved keyword, because of the reserved keyword. Styles dot header container, header is completed, and this one is a label container. I think this is the only name which I have kept it. I copied it, pasted it, right, label container, okay. And here this is our label, okay, label class name is equal to styles.label, styles.label, and this one is also we need to change it to label, and this one is, you can have it like this. And the last one is div class name is equal to styles.form container, right. So this is the form container which we have implemented. Now if I try to refresh this page, so now you should be able to see the same output. I think it's not running, okay, npm run dev, so let it run. Now if I try to run this one, let's see. I think the output will come here, okay, and if we see the same output for this one, we should be able to see the output. Let it write. We got some error, okay, we need to close the div, and here also we need to close the div, okay. I think hopefully everything works fine. Let's refresh this page, and now we are able to see the same output. Let's try to inspect element here. If I do the inspect element, and here if you see the output for this one, so this is our header, and see, if you try to see 127wv_6, so you will be able to see some unique ID has been added here, and here you will be able to see dot header underscore like this. So like this, so this, there will be no overriding of the styles. Now if you want to use it in another React component, so then it will, you can use it without any problem. And you are having some other CSS style sheet with the same container means, so these two classes or these two styles will not be overridden. So that is the main thing. So now what I want to tell you is, before closing of this CSS modules thing, the advantages and disadvantages of this one. Remember, the main purpose of the CSS modules is to make CSS class locally scoped and avoid conflicts in the naming. Here are some of the advantages and disadvantages of using these CSS modules. CSS modules can easily integrate with the CSS or SCSS style engine. SAS and CSS can it be easily integratable. They generate unique class names that are they generate the unique class names that are in order to avoid the conflict names and have inbuilt support in the React. CSS modules also fix the global scope issues for CSS declarations. And the cons for this one or disadvantages for this one is, referencing class names with the CSS modules can be confusing most of the times. So these are the advantages and the disadvantages of the CSS modules. Hope you understood about the CSS modules also. These are the different ways how we can style the React apps using the CSS. Hope you understood about this one. What I will do is, I will commit this entire code in a new branch, that is video-120. So we have reached 120 on this React series, and I will commit this entire code, that is nothing but CSS modules, okay, and I will commit this entire code. whoever wants to refer this code means the GitHub repository URL is provided in the description below of this video, so you can have a look at that one. And if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.